But let me take you further into this scene. The ballroom's history itself whispered secrets, built in the 19th century by a reclusive philanthropist who hosted lavish feasts to fund orphanages. Its walls held echoes of laughter and tears. Legend says a ghost chef roamed its kitchens, leaving behind recipes that vanished with time. That night, as Jamal stepped forward, some swore they saw a faint shimmer near the ovens, a spectral nod of approval, perhaps. Grayson, oblivious, smirked, unaware that the hall's spirit might favor the underdog. This added a mystical layer to the stakes, as if the very building conspired to test Jamal's mettle alongside Grayson's hubris. Another tale emerged when a janitor, a descendant of that philanthropist, whispered to me that the chandeliers dimmed slightly when Grayson spoke, as if the room disapproved. These layers deepened the drama, hinting at forces beyond human control. Hey, YouTube fam, buckle up for an epic story. Hit that like button if you're rooting for the underdog, and comment, what's a challenge you faced that felt impossible? Let's kick this off. To understand Jamal's fire, I must take you back, way back, to a weathered row house in Chicago's South Side. Etta wasn't just a cook, she was a storyteller, each dish a chapter of her life: gumbo for resilience, cornbread for comfort, collards for hope. Jamal soaked it all in, his hands learning the rhythm of a knife, his heart learning the rhythm of love. But let's delve deeper. Across the street lived Old Man Tuttle, a retired jazz musician with gnarled fingers and a voice like gravel. He'd often wander over, bringing tales of New Orleans jazz halls where food and music fused into a single soulful experience. One summer evening, Tuttle taught Jamal to hum a blues tune while chopping onions, claiming the rhythm steadied the blade. "Food's got a beat, boy," he'd rasp, tapping his cane. This fusion of music and cooking became Jamal's early muse, his blind fingers dancing to invisible melodies. Another neighbor, Miss Clara, a seamstress with a sharp wit, gifted him a wooden spoon carved with African proverbs, each carving a lesson in perseverance. These community threads wove a tapestry of support around Jamal, long before his sight faded. One winter, a neighborhood boy, Tommy, lost his father to illness, and Jamal invited him to cook, teaching him to knead dough as a way to process grief. The bread they made, warm, crusty, and laced with honey, became a symbol of healing, shared with the block during a snowstorm. chronicling the moment, as the crowd's jaws dropped at his spiced chicken with saffron rice, each flavor a note in a symphony. The judges, seasoned foodies, were speechless. "This kid's blind," one muttered, tasting again. Jamal won, and his fame spread like wildfire. Soon, he taught orphans, seniors, the overlooked, sharing his gift with open hands. "The sizzle's my map, the scent my compass," he'd say, his classes brimming with eager souls. "I learned that adversity is a crucible, forging strength from pain." What skill have you honed through struggle? How has it defined you? But the story grew. One student, a shy boy named Leo, lost his hearing young and found solace in Jamal's classes, learning to feel vibrations from the stove. Together, they created a dish, spiced yam stew, blending Jamal's blindness with Leo's deafness, a testament to shared resilience. Another tale emerged when a local bakery donated flour, leading Jamal to experiment with blind bread making, his loaves winning a neighborhood fair. A third story unfolded when a veteran, blinded in war, joined his classes, and together they crafted a dish honoring fallen soldiers, roast pork with sage, a flavor that brought tears. These victories expanded his legacy, showing that every limitation could birth a new strength. Pause, my YouTube companions. Share in the comments, what challenge have you transformed into a strength? Let's uplift each other. Now, let's return to that fateful night in the Grand Celestial Ballroom. Victor Grayson wasn't just hosting a gala, he was orchestrating a game, a twisted spectacle to flex his power. Why Jamal? A viral video of Jamal teaching blind children to make jambalaya, his hands guiding theirs, his voice alight with joy, had piqued Grayson's interest. Grayson sneered, calling it a stunt. He believed true talent couldn't survive under real pressure, especially not from one disabled. So, he issued the challenge: cook a dish for the world's elite, live, on a stage rigged for failure. What drives someone to test another's limits? Is it cruelty, insecurity, or something deeper? The setup was a chef's nightmare. A gleaming kitchen stage dominated the ballroom center, encircled by 200 guests at a circular table, their eyes sharp with judgment. Turning the event into a microcosm of human intrigue. Another guest, a retired soldier named Hank, had lost He sniffed each ingredient, identifying them by scent alone: mushrooms earthy and wild, saffron sharp and floral, truffle oil deep and luxurious. He chopped mushrooms, their caps yielding under his knife, the rhythm hypnotic. bite. The risotto evolved into a creamy, fragrant masterpiece, its aroma wafting through the hall like a siren's call. I scribbled furiously, my ethereal form filled with every detail. Feed for future inspiration. These threads enrich the narrative, showing that Jamal's journey inspired Aisha's mother, a single parent, had struggled with depression until Jamal's story lifted her spirits, leading her to join a support group where she found new purpose. Another child, Miguel, blind and orphaned after a car accident, found hope in Aisha's win, joining Etta's kitchen and learning to make tamales, a dish from his lost heritage. A third tale emerged when a teacher, inspired by Aisha, started a school club for disabled students, using Jamal's methods to teach cooking as therapy. These stories wove a network of inspiration, each life touched by Jamal's light. Months later, Grayson funded Aisha's culinary education, moved by her fire. Maria mentored her, teaching her to trust her senses. Rick, now reformed, became her sous chef, his guilt fueling his dedication. Aisha entered a junior cooking contest, her dish, a lemon-thyme chicken inspired by Jamal, winning first place. Her smile, wide and fearless, mirrored Jamal's. I saw her last month, practicing in Jamal's new school, her hands steady, her dreams boundless. What's a dream you're nurturing, even if it feels out of reach? Let I saw her wipe away a tear, her pride a quiet victory. Etta's story when life tries to hold you back. YouTube fam, let's wrap this with a challenge. Try Jamal's risotto recipe, check the pinned comment for details. Post your results with #BlindChefTriumph, and let's see who can capture his magic. Subscribe to Story Soul's Secrets for more educational and entertaining stories like this, and hit the bell so you don't miss Aisha's next chapter or other captivating tales I have in store. Check back often, for I am always unveiling the unknown, new adventures await.